everyone. So this is really meant to be a walkthrough of setting up reading progress, and if we get to it, flip responses or flip assignments in the Teams environment. It's really meant to be also just a walkthrough for Teams, um, how to navigate it and how to set up your class. And I'm trying this in a one take and trying to keep time down. So if there are errors along the way, stick with it and we'll try and see if we can work our way through. So right now I'm in the Teams environment. You can see over at the top or at the left my bar here. I'm on the Teams icon. And what you will see at the bottom is teams that you are a part of, usually through your organization or school. And then up at the top, classes. Now I have a few classes that I've joined, but we're going to see how to set up your own class so that you can start using reading progress and flip assignments. So up at the top right, we're going to go to join or create team, and I will say create team. From here, we want to select class, and we want to use this template, and we'll give our class a name. So in this case, I'll say EdTech Forestry. Down at the bottom, it's going to show you what the actual naming will look like. The group number is just your affiliation with a school. So you can't get rid of that part. It may not show up here, but it will show up in the final name. So I'm going to go ahead and click create. It'll take a moment to create that team, and then or that class, I should say, and then I will see it when I navigate over to the Teams icon. I'll skip this for now. Okay, so now just to show you, if I go back to my Teams icon, I see all these different classes, and this is the one I just created, EdTech Forestry, so I can click on it. And now I'm within this team or this class, which I just created. And over on the side, I see a couple different things here. Really what we want to do first is populate our class. This takes the most time. It's just entering the names or student numbers of your students. Because it's within Microsoft, we can use names or student numbers. So I'm going to go to the three dots beside the group name. I will say manage team. I see myself there, and I will add some members. So in this case, I'll just add one member just so people can see what it looks like. And I'm going to make sure that they're a member, not an owner. Perfect. So now I have, if I just go back to sometimes it takes a moment just to refresh. So let's see, I'm going to go back to manage team or add member. Oh, I have been told actually that it might take one day before the new person you've added shows up within the class. So right now I still see myself, and I have added someone else. Pending requests. Let's just see if I can see it there. No requests. I have added somewhere else. Oh, now it's populated. Okay, and there's my member. So it just took a moment for it to refresh. Myself as the teacher and one member in the class. Perfect. So for a teacher, they'd have to add in all their students. Once they add in all their students, they will be within this team, or within this class, I should say. And then you can start to use the assignments button. So the assignments is really where we're going to push out either reading progress, or we're going to use the flip camera. So once I click assignments, all I see at the bottom is a create button, and I'm going to say a new assignment. The first one I'd like to try is a reading progress assignment, so I'll call this one, reading progress 1. You have to give your assignment a title before you can actually assign it. And I'm going to attach to this what Microsoft calls a learning accelerator. And in this case, I'm going to put on reading progress. So once I click this button, it will take me to a new screen, and it will want me to set up my reading progress assignment. So I do have a couple choices here. I can browse their sample library. This sample library is through ReadWorks. It's American based. It doesn't exactly align with Canadian standards, and it's not looked at from a CRRP lens. So we do advise that you really read over what would be assigned through there. A popular option is to import a Word or PDF document. This might be used especially if we're using a program, for example, uFly, and they do have the PDF documents available. We can import those and edit those, so that's what's being read. They do have a generate reading passage option. I can try that out. I'm going to go as low as I can here. Arts, 100 to 200 words sounds great. And let's just see if I can get it to English Canada, and we'll generate. Okay, so I do have a passage. One thing that I do like is I can try once to decrease the complexity of the passage. Okay, and if I like what I'm seeing here, and just for our example, I will go with it, I'm going to use this passage. Okay, so now I have a passage, 75 words, and this is what the students will see when they log in. This is what they'll see and be able to read. I can check out the student view, which I will just for a moment. There it is, and this is what the students will see. They'll have their microphone, they'll have an option to start, and when they do start, they'll have a countdown, and they'll see the words on the screen. I'm just going to try and get out of this for a moment. Close. No, I don't want to do that. Next. Okay, so I'm going to go back into, this is the assignment here, the reading progress assignment. I'm just going to click on to go back into it. That was the student view. You could see the words on the screen. The students do have to click I'm done at the end. And if it's a long passage, they may have to actually scroll down before they see that I'm done button. I usually leave the reading level blank and the genre as none. You can decide how many attempts a student might get. Unlimited is an option, but sometimes people will feel inclined to re-record over and over. So I might say 5 attempts and a 10-minute time limit. You have a time limit cutoff feature, and I'm going to say yes. Pronunciation sensitivity. So this will adjust detect, adjust the sensitivity for auto detect when it will be listening and estimating errors. So I usually say put it on less sensitive. It gives a little bit more leeway for detecting those errors and allows students to speak in their own voices and gives them a little bit more forgiveness there. I'm going to take Reading Coach off. And I really, for this, the purpose of this video and to keep time down, I won't go into Reading Coach. You can definitely explore that, and it's something that we could look at. I'm going to take comprehension off, mostly because the comprehension, from what we've seen, is really a lot of memory work. Students have to remember from the article. They may not be able to refer back to it. And I'm going to take requiring video off. This does still give students the option to record themselves on video. And we find a lot of students do make that choice because they like to see themselves as a reader and the way they look as they do it. But it gives students a choice as well if they don't want that. They can just do the audio for their recording. So I've set up my passage, I've set up my settings, and I will click next. And this brings me back here. So I have the title of my assignment. I now have my reading progress, quote unquote learning accelerator. I can choose which students it's going to. In this case, I'm going to say all students. And I can adjust a few things here. I would make sure that the time isn't 11:59 for going out. We might want the time due to be within the school day or something agreed upon. So we can change some of these settings here. But ultimately, we can push this out as an assignment. So if I click assign, this is what it will look like. So this is the first reading progress assignment. Now, to share this with my students, what I can do is at the end here, the 3 dots, I can copy the link. And I see it's been copied to the clipboard. And now I'm just going through a couple different screens here. I'm going to go over to the internet, and I'm on a Google Classroom shell. and I can add that link to either a post on the home screen, or I can post it as classwork and post it out to students. So in this case, just for, again, speed of demonstration, I'm going to add the link as a post for the stream. I will say new reading progress assignment below, and I'll hit post. Okay, so I can see it there. It's been created. The link is there. And I'm just going to switch one more time. And this time I'm using a different profile to see what the students would see. So that was me posting it as a teacher. And now the students can go on. Oh, and they see that a new reading progress assignment has been posted. They can click on that. And I'm just going to close here. On a Chromebook, it will ask them to use the web app of Teams. So it will automatically ask them to use the web app. And if they use the web app, which they'll need to on the Chromebook, they can use actually the application, but we advise them to use the web app. It runs better on a Chromebook. This is what the students will see. It will push them over into the Teams environment, and they should land right here, okay, right at the assignment. Now, a couple things. They mentioned flip camera is now in Teams. Select the flip recorder, video recorder to record a video for your assignment, and you can use filters, stickers, text, and more. So I'm going to say got it for now. Essentially, students, if they just wanted to do a reading progress response, all they have to do is click on this bar and allow. And they are now into the reading progress assignment. They have their 5 tries left. They can toggle the video on or off, and they can begin to record their reading progress assignment. And once it is submitted, when they click the I'm done, and it's submitted, the teacher will get that auto detection in terms of the miscue, and they'll get that data back from the reading. So that's one response there and one possibility. I'm just going to close that for a moment. The other possibility is that I sent out an assignment and it didn't have to be reading progress, and the students can do a new flip video recording. So this is where they can actually turn on the flip camera within Teams and respond back. Okay, so I just want to model that quickly. I'll see if I can call up Teams again. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to make a new assignment. And I'll say video response. I could type a prompt in here for sure. I could make my own flip video recording as a teacher and make that the prompt for the response. So I have a few options here. I can attach a file. In this case, I'm going to say record a video introducing yourself. Okay, and if I push this out as an assignment, I haven't put on any learning accelerator because this isn't reading progress. I don't need to. I'm going to assign it. There's my second assignment. Again, same thing. I'm going to copy that link. I'm going to post that link. And there it is. Give it a moment to load. I'll post that. Perfect. And then on the student end of things, we'll just go back here, refresh the page. And I see a new link has popped up, so I'm going to close the last one. I'm going to prompt this new link, and video response. I'm going to go back. Okay, so here's the video response assignment. And let's see if I can get in here. I believe they can add a new flip recording. Upcoming, past due. Oh, I'm back in. Sorry, this is the teacher end of things. I can see my own icon up in the top hand corner. I'm going to close this. Every time I click on the assignment, it automatically pops open my team app. That's because I'm in two profiles. The students, again, will use the web app. So let's do that. And this is what they will see. So this is the student end of things in Teams. It's no longer my icon, it's the student end. And they have the option to do a new flip recording. And if they did that flip recording, they have the camera that pops up. They have options for different backdrops. There's some fun ones in there. There's some video ones that can kind of pop up here. Let's see what we have. We have some video options. You have audio options. You can use a drawing tool on the screen. You can record your video like that. You can add stickers and other different things that students can put in there. So there's a lot of different options for them to record, and then they can attach that recording back. So just in terms of differentiation, putting a prompt on there, having the students record it, maybe even in a center on their own time, and then being able to view those responses as videos and gather data from those videos. That's another option that's now available within the Teams environment. So I hope this was helpful. There may be questions along the way. Definitely reach out. I'm willing to work with staff to set this up and to see how it actually kind of runs within the classroom. But I think this could be a powerful tool both for collecting reading data in real time and for differentiating and allowing students voice through video options.